Midden Darp upon it. How Hanno you Steve Richardson, how Gunderans, how Gast, you know. Good morning everyone, my name is Stephen Richardson and welcome to Dartmoor. I'm hoping to do a wild camp up on Great Links Tor, and along the way I'm going to be exploring some of the focal points of the Dartmoor 365 book. I hope you'll come with me on my journey. If you think you like the sound of that, then why not subscribe to my channel? Perhaps drop me a like, leave me a comment. I've just parked up at Dartmoor Inn car park. Basically I'm on my way now up to Redruth to see Widgery Cross. Before I parked up I went down into Lidford village and I've done some filming there. So while I make my way up to Highdown Ford, I'll leave you with some of the footage that I took in Lidford village, which is G3 in the Dartmoor 365 book. So this is Highdown Ford. It's the focal point of F4, and there's a little footbridge and some stepping stones here. So it's also a very popular place for picnics, especially summer weekends. Not much chance of a picnic today though, I feel. Okay, so now we're off to G4, which is Black Rock. This is the focal point of G4, it's Black Rock, and here at the focal point is a bench and a plaque which is in loving memory of Captain Nigel Duncan Ratcliffe Hunter MC and Bar, who died in the First World War and who loved the moors. Right, well, I'm going to make my way up to Tor, to the top of Tor, and to have a look at Widgery Cross, which is the focal point of F4, I think. And I don't know, I'm not going to get my hopes up too much just yet, but it does look as if there's a bit of a break in the weather. Even if it only lasts for a couple of hours, it'd be very welcome. And so the climb begins. Widgery Cross on Brat Tor is the focal point of a square G5. Apparently it can't be mistaken for any other because it's the only tor that has a large cross on its summit. The cross was erected at the expense of William Widgery, a Devon painter, to commemorate the Golden Jubilee of Queen Victoria in 1887. It is not fashioned from a single mass of granite like the older crosses, but from a number of roughly hewn blocks. So you get some really stunning views from up here on the top of Brat Tor. I'll just give you a quick 360 panorama. That's the direction that I came from this morning. So over there is the Dartmoor in car park. Then I went down to Black Rock and saw that plaque and the bench. Following round there is the Rattlebook Valley. And then we come up to what I think is Doe Tor. And then in the distance there is Sharp Tor. And I think Chat Tor. And then along the ridge, that's the direction I'm going to be going in next. And then right in the distance, I don't know if you can pick it up because it's still quite cloudy. It has actually just emerged now from the clouds. That's Great Links Tor. That's where I hope to be camping tonight. And then just down on the side is Little Links Tor. And then round to Arms Tor. And then that's back to Widgery Cross again. So I've just had some lunch up on Brat's Tor. I'm now going to head off. I'm going to try and find Bleak House Ruin, and then if I can find that, I'm then going to head over to Great Links Tor and set up camp for the night. So yeah, I'm on my way to Bleak House Ruin. Well, the ruin is certainly not habitable now, but in 1879 the West of England Compressed Peat Company considered it a des res for the manager of their recently revived Rattlebook Peat Works. A railway had been laid down to carry the products down to Bridestone, and some substantial buildings have been constructed at the railhead about 500 yards upstream. The acres of stripes on the slopes of Amicum Hill behind the house are the remains of peat ties. To cart the peat to the works, temporary narrow gauge lines were laid along which trucks could be pushed by hand. The workshops upstream now have a despondent air about them. They were more or less blown up in 1961 so as not to become a hazard. A search amongst the white bricks lying around will reveal the full name of Mr. Leo. Before I head off to set up camp at Great Links Tor, I'm going to collect some water. So I've got plenty of water for tonight and for tomorrow. What I use is the Sawyer mini water filter, very popular amongst wild campers. Basically what it does, it filters out sediments and it also kills the pathogens in the water. So aside from boiling, a filter is the best and safest way to go for getting your drinking water. What I like to do is find somewhere where there's some quite fast running water. What you want to avoid is stagnant water, because that's just going to be horrible and dirty to even begin with. So I find a fast running water source, collect the water and then filter it. Actually what I usually do is I'll fill up my water bottle and filter it at where the water source is, and then I'll take 2 extra bottles of dirty water with me, and then I can filter them as I need them. Or if it's fairly clear anyway, I could just boil it up and make coffees or drinks of it, or boil pasta in it. As long as you boil the water, you get a steady rolling boil, then that's going to kill all the nasty stuff in it anyway. And then also I've got water, I can have the luxury of having a wash maybe tonight, you know, something bizarre like that. So that's what I usually do. I usually fill up my water bottle here on the spot, and then take extra water with me when I know I'm close to camp. I need to head off to Great Links Tor pretty quick because I think the weather's closing in again, and I like to get set up before it starts raining too badly. Well, it was just a short trip up the hill from the Bleak House ruin, and I'm nearly at Great Links Tor now, so I'll get camp set up and then see how the weather goes, and then think about getting some tea. This is Great Links Tor. It's the focal point of square F5. In the book it says the huge masses of rock on this lofty hill make this tor one of Dartmoor's most magnificent. The views extend far across the whole moor and include numerous other tors. To the west, the highest hills in Cornwall can be made out, and if the air is clear, the light good, you can see the English Channel to the south and the Bristol Channel to the northwest. On a rocky platform, a triangulation pillar stands sentinel, and near the southern end of the outcrops is a fine peat cutter's bondstone. Well, I'm all set up for the night now. I've done some filming up the top. I've got all my tent set up, all my gear's out. I'm going to get an early tea, I think, because I still don't trust this weather, even though it improved a lot after I left the Bleak House. But I still don't trust the forecast because it's supposed to be raining for most of the night. So I'm going to give you a quick look around my setup, and then I'm going to crack on with some tea. So this is my Van Gogh Banshee 200. had this for quite a while now. It never lets me down. Got my doors open at the moment in the porch area. I've got my food for the night, and then that's my cooking gear. A couple of bottles of proper job Cornish ale, and then inside I've got a Snug Pack Navigator sleeping bag. It's just a square one. I don't like the mummy ones. I would quite like to get a quilt, I think, at some point, a down quilt, so it's a bit lighter and a bit more room as well. And then a pillow, and then just up this side is all my tech stuff. So yeah, there you go. The wind's getting up now, so I'm going to crack on with getting some food. For tea tonight, I've got pasta with a carbonara sauce, and then some pre-cooked sausage just to go in it. While the pasta's boiling, I'm going to enjoy a St Austell Brewery popper job. Cheers. Proper job. So I've had all my food now. I even managed to have a wash and just relaxing, really, chilling out on top of Great Links Tor. I'm just waiting to see what's going to come first. Is it going to rain, or am I going to see a sunset? I don't know today. The weather's just been really weird. It's either been bright sunshine or low cloud. I don't know which way it's going to be. Anyway, some great views up here, absolutely stunning. And the only company I've got is the four-legged variety. Good morning YouTube, welcome to a very misty and murky Dartmoor. Well, from last night, as you might guess, the rain actually won, beat the sunset. So I went back to my tent and went to bed for the night. The rain started about 9 o'clock and it didn't finish till 5 o'clock. So everywhere is very, very wet this morning. So I've just got up. I haven't bothered with breakfast. I don't usually eat breakfast anyway. Got packed up. It's now just before 8 o'clock and I'm going to get off. I think I'll head off. I'm going to go back via Little Links Tor and Great Links, if I can find them in this misty murk. But for now I'm going to say goodbye to Great Links Tor, and I'll just give you a shot of where I was, just so that you know, leave no trace. So that's where I was last night, just a bit of flat grass. Other than that, you'd never know that I was there. I've got to Little Links Tor, but I've had to use a compass though. The mist is absolutely appalling. I've never actually been to this part of the moor before, but yeah, it's at least I know my compass skills still work, and managed to get here. Great Links might be more of a challenge. Okay, I've had a change of plan. I was hoping the mist might start to burn off a little bit, but it doesn't seem as if it is. So what I did was I just did the bearing on my compass and I've cut across to Arms Tor instead of going to Great Links, because I just felt like going to Great Links would have been going downhill and through a lot of boggy terrain just to go back uphill again and then not have any views or anything when you got back up to the top. So yeah, I'm here at Arms Tor. And then after that, I'm going to be heading back to High Downs Ford and back to the car park. So I'm back at High Downs Ford and I'm going to finish the video here. So if you've liked the video, then please like the video on YouTube, or give me a subscription, or leave me a comment. So until the next one, see you later.